Let me just figure something out here. In the face of obscurity. Right, how do I do it though? Oh, to be, it seems. How do I do it? Oh, there, I've done it. It's just that I was brought up. Wait, it's not done it. Oh. Wait. Sorry if anyone's joined, I can't see a thing. And we're waking up. Who the hell am I to say I am God? And God is us, and we are not lost. Hello, welcome. Okay, I've done it. Oh my God. Technology just stresses me out. Hello, my darlings, and welcome to Wisdom Wednesdays. I love that for me. I absolutely love this little thing that I've got going on. So let me just light me a candle. So this little random invention of mine came when I was ice skating, and I just started thinking about, I wanted to do it because hello my darlings, hello to everybody joining. Yeah, so the intention behind it. So, like I was saying, my son goes to football every single Wednesday at 7 o'clock. I have to pick him up at 8 o'clock. So, I was like, right, I've got that window of time. Let's just do a live. And I'm going to do this every single Wednesday. And it's just going to be a case of, if you feel called, if you're just scrolling and I'm on your news feed and you're like, oh, and you just come across me, then it's just going to be in alignment, and that's what I want from it. I don't want it to feel like forced, or I want it to be very intuitive and in the moment. And with the way that I work in that way, in that frequency, I always trust and believe whoever you are, however you found me. And if you're new here, by the way, hello, I'm Catherine. But trusting, however you found me, however you've come across me, whatever platform you're watching this on, there's something within you that is aligned with something in me, and that's why you're here. I don't ever believe in coincidences. And I always trust that you'll get what you need with these types of things. So this is how I work. Like when I do my speaking events, when I do my motivational speaking events, when I do my membership, when I do my lives, whatever it is that I do, I work better in the moment where things just come, messages come, I feel into the energy, maybe people ask questions. I will be keeping an eye on the chat box as well. And whatever wants to come through will just come through. And with that comes this level of, you're meant to be here. And that's what I want from these lives. What done it for me, right, when I was ice skating, here's the thing, right, and this isn't personal to anybody. Nothing I say is ever personal to anybody. If it triggers you or you take it to heart, I just want to say that I charge a lot of money for that. Like, I charge a lot of money for my clients to trigger them and show them the wounds and show them the ways and show them where they still need to do the work. So you are welcome. And there'll be a version of you comes back to me and be like, I'm really glad that you triggered me, because I went and done the work around it and then I healed that wound. And what I noticed was it was from childhood, or it was from my mother wound, or it was from my dad. Like, that's the way that it always goes. But nothing's ever personal. Everything that I share is just my perspective, my ways of doing things, like just my wisdom. But here's the thing, right? I've been unfollowing a lot of people. I've been unscribing. Is that how you say it? Unsubscribing to emails. I'm on like different email lists. And these are people, these are women that I look up to and that I've followed. for years. And when I'm reading their content or I'm reading their emails, or I was even in a membership at the end of 2025 and I left. And the reason being is, and this again is just my personal perception and my ways of thinking and feeling and doing things the way that I work, I just don't connect to ChatGPT. I can't align with it. I don't trust it. I think it's really overused. And when I read these emails, or when these coaches or these mentors or these healers are reaching out to me, or I'm seeing their content or whatever it is, I'm reading it and I'm just so disconnected. And I'm just like, I know that you've typed a few prompts in and you've just copy and pasted that, and you're not speaking to me soul. And I'm seeing it so much on Instagram, on social media and in general, to the point you question what's real. Like, what's actually real and what's copy and paste and what's a journal prompt and what's the truth and what's just going viral and what's the latest trend. And I'm just really questioning everyone, to be honest. And the membership that I was in introduced something which was called Your Manifesting Guru or something. And basically, she'd built her own AI where you can ask questions. Whatever's going on in your life. So say if you're going through a really tough time in your relationship, or you're in a job that you're not happy in, and you can feel something within you and you're like, oh my God, like I know that I want to do the work. I know that I don't want to settle here. There's something more. It's that feeling like there's something more. I don't want to talk to my eye about it. I'm not investing my money. But here's the thing, fuck the money. Here's the thing, right? Because this is free. And these are all going to be free, what I'm doing. My YouTube channel is free. My podcasts are free. My content is free. It's not even about you investing your money into people. It's investing your time. That's what I'm discerning with. Like, money's money. I know how money works. I know that it will always circulate back to sender. But with me time, I don't get that back. And that's where it's at. So even like free workshops, unless I'm aligned with it and I can feel, I don't just listen to it, I don't just watch it, I don't just see how many likes you've got. I know she goes viral and she's got loads of followers on TikTok and blah, blah, blah. None of that. I'm like, can I feel you? Can I feel your message? Is this your truth? Is this even you? So when I was ice skating, I was just feeling into that, and it was just all coming up for me, and I was like, do you know what? I think I'm being asked to really deepen my connection with my audience, with these women. And this group that I'm live in, I'm live on my YouTube and I'm live in the group. But I might also post this on Instagram. I would have went live on Instagram, but I need another device. Like, I'm all deviced out. I've only got 2 phones and a laptop, so I need to get something else. But, when I was feeling into it, like, this group has got over 1,300 women inside it. I built this when I first started this work. And I built it up, like, this isn't a group where I just add anyone. I'm very discerning with who's in this group, by the way. And sometimes, respectfully, I do remove people from the group. So if I've got them on my Facebook and they're posting things that I don't align with or I don't really like, which happens like quite frequently, to be honest, I'm just like, we're not aligned. Like, my work isn't for that person. So I am, this group has meaning to me, and this year, I feel last year I just had to step back, but I stepped back from everything and everyone. Like, I went through it last year, and this year I really want to bring in just more realness. Like, that is the message, like, just more truth. Not, trying to be anything or be anyone, but just show up. I'm just checking on the comments. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be a Wednesday thing. But here's the thing, like, this is why I started this group, which is free. Because when should we go into a little story? By the way, right, anyone who's on this live, please, hi Vicky, my darling. Hello to everybody who's joined. Anybody who's on the live, right, if you've got any questions or there's anything that's going on in your life, where you are, this part of your journey right now, ask me a question and I'm happy to go into it with you. Hi Catherine, it's Tree from New Mexico. Oh my god, hi my darling. Oh. Yeah, so I want to tell you a little story that just came through for me. I want you to envision, right, where I was, like going back to 2020. So at this point in my life, for those who, I'm not going to go into like the full story, but those who like are new to me, this was when I'd had, by the way, can somebody tell me what, hi Leanne. Leanne, will you do me a favour? What's the sound like? Because I've connected my mic. I'm trying to be professional. Like, I'm trying to be professional. No, I'm trying to get better sound quality on my lives because sometimes the sound is shit. So, is the mic alright, Leanne? Will you tell me? Please, before I continue. Or anyone just tell me, is the sound okay? Because I'll unplug the mic if it's shite. I need to be mindful of the time as well. It's so clear. Yay! I should have really done a sound check, shouldn't I? But fuck it, what do you know? But yeah, right. So go. Let's not fast forward the other one. Rewind. When I first started out in with all this work, right, in 2020, so at this point, I was just coming out of my mental breakdown. I went through all that. I've been homeless, nowhere to live with my son, and blah, 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 blah. And then I literally had no relationship with my mum, like none, because I didn't live with my mum since I was 12. So being 29 years of age, moving to my mum's house, where she lives in a little council house, and me and my 10-year-old son at the time stayed in her little box room in a single bed. I had no money, I had no job, I was on benefits, I had nothing. Like, I wasn't like this entrepreneur and spiritual and law of attraction and manifestation and this and that. I wasn't any of that. I didn't believe in it. I wasn't into it. I thought it was all bullshit. And I wasn't into people who was into it. And what happened to me was, I had what I call, and this is the thing, like, I don't like all the woo-woo madness, right? So spiritual awakening, which was basically me just waking up. It was me being like, there has to be more to life than this. It was that feeling. It was that feeling of being like, I'm in this situation in my life that I've got myself in, so how do I get myself out of it? What do I do here? That was the feeling. Something woke up inside of me. I wasn't willing to roll over. I knew that I had to get back up. So, this is where I started. I started with watching people. I didn't have no money, so there was no coach, there was no mentorship. Like I say to my girls who were in my membership, like, it's £33 a month. Well, 33. There's a version of me who couldn't afford that. I couldn't afford to pay £33 a month to spend on myself. I could just about afford my gas and lecky. I had the bailiffs at my door all the time over the council tax. So that version of me had to do all of the free stuff, and it changed my life. And that's why I do what I do, and I put what I put out there. So like my YouTube channel, I was obsessed with watching YouTube videos. I'm very big on watching people who have done what I want to do. I find that inspiring. So for me, and again, remember what I said at the start, nothing's personal, what I say, but I don't resonate with people. Hi Melissa, my love. I don't resonate with people who have been to university have got the degrees, have got the qualifications, they've done all of the courses, they're this, that and the other, but they haven't got the life experience, they haven't got a story, they haven't been in the struggle. I can't resonate with you, I can't get on your level. I don't know how to. And it's not that I'm saying they're shit at what they do. Absolutely not. But I just don't align with it. So then there's a disconnection then. So for me, I like to consume content from people who have been where I've been. So they haven't had it handed to them. They've got a story. They've been in the struggle. I want to know, like, where you started. I don't want to know this version of you who's all successful and you're smashing it and you're doing this, that and the other. No. I want to know where you've been. I want to know the path that you've walked. Teach me that. Because that's the only way that I know that you know the way. Else I'm not following you. I can't trust that. How do you know the path if you've never walked it? Like if you've just been to university? So that was just a little bit about the birth of this new creation. So, has anybody got any questions for me? Everybody's saying hi. Yeah, has anybody got any questions, like in terms of where you are in your life? Maybe my heart feels overwhelmed listening to you, sweetheart. I resonate. Oh, I love that. This is what I mean. Like, always trust, even if you're here watching the recording, and this could be like this is a timeless message to anybody. You could come across this in a year's time. Oh, it was my speaker. Just always trust that you'll find the message when you call it in. And something that I say about me and the way that I work and how intentional I am with what I do and the way that I deliver is, and I say this all the time in my membership, I say it to my clients, I say it at my live events, I never come uninvited. Something within you always calls me in, and you can trust in that, and I trust in that too. So has nobody got questions for me? I thought like people would be coming on being like, oh my god, I need help with this, I need help with this. Come on, somebody must have a question. But yeah, that is a little bit of a backstory. Do you know what? That is something that I want to share with you. If you're somebody who's on your journey right now and you don't know where to start, I'm lost and I do trust in divine timing. I'm really looking forward to meeting you on March 1st. Oh my god, can't wait to meet you. You are living proof that no matter what happens, as long as you keep that kind heart, you're going to be absolutely fine. So I'm proud of you. Oh, I love you, Leanne. But yeah, if you are somebody who's on your journey right now and you are questioning and you do want change and you know that there's more and you know something inside of you, it's a feeling of like unhappiness, it's a feeling of emptiness, something's missing, and it doesn't matter what you do to fill it. It doesn't matter how you distract yourself, what man you go and get, what successful business you build, like how many achievements you have and accomplishments and all of the external, it doesn't matter. That emptiness just will not fill. I've got a few questions. One sec. Oh, I love these two questions. One sec. Yeah. My advice, don't ignore that feeling. Don't dismiss it. Don't go and ask your best friend about it. Don't go and ask your mum about it. Don't go and type it in on ChatGPT. I'm feeling like this. Can you give me advice? Don't do that. Don't do that, please. Just sit with it. Sit with you This is your inner guidance speaking to you. And when that voice comes, and sometimes, we're waiting for this big, loud scream, something's screaming at us, and then we're like, oh shit, I need to listen to that. It's not a scream. It really is like a soft whisper to the point that you'd almost miss it, and you're like, did I really just feel that? Did I really just receive that message? And you question it. That's the time that you need to sit with yourself, and you need to ask yourself the deeper questions. Questions to ask yourself that I asked myself when I was in that situation on that timeline was, what do I want? Like, what is it that you want? Right, let me see these questions, because they're gonna go. Right, I'm stepping into peer support for Native communities across India. I always wanted to ask you, at what point did you make the decision to stand in your truth? I want to use the revamp of my podcast to step into my YouTube channel as well. Do you recommend that more than the podcast, or both? I recommend that you listen to you, because everybody told me not to do a YouTube. Everyone. I was in a group coaching program. Spent like $7,000 for this 3-month program with loads of different coaches. This is going back the end of 2024. And when I said about a YouTube program, a YouTube channel, everybody in it was like, nah, not YouTube. Like, you're not really going to get much of a reach. It's a hard platform to break. You'll use your Instagram. That's what they kept saying to me. Use your Instagram following, blah, blah, blah. But I love YouTube. It played a massive part in my journey at the start. And this is what I say to everybody. And I don't care how successful a coach is. I listen to me over you. I know me more than you know me. I wanted to do the YouTube. Why? Because the YouTube is fun. It's me joy. I enjoy doing it. I love putting the videos on there. I love watching videos on there. It's a platform that I really resonate with, and I invest a lot of my time into, and that's why I've done the YouTube. But if you're gonna feel into, it's not for me, I don't like it, I'm not enjoying it, anything that comes with that feeling, step back. TikTok for me. How many people do you know who aren't on TikTok, especially business owners? I don't know any of them. I'm not on TikTok. I can't stand it. I think the platform is very dark, it's very low vibrational, it's very, everyone wants to go viral, everyone's just a copy and paste. I don't resonate with TikTok. I never have. And every single coach that I've had, and if you follow me on Instagram, I've posted about this so many times, because God knows I've tried to make a TikTok account before. I think I've made 4, and now I've just let it go. I'm like, it's just not for me, and that's okay. I'm not bothered about not going viral. Like, I don't care about going viral. I don't care about likes. I don't care about views and this and that. I care about my message. I care about my impact. So that's a platform that I just don't resonate with, so I'm not on it, and that's okay. So always trust in what you want to do, because you know best. That is literally my advice, not just for that question, but any question that you have when it comes to your business. Ask you. Right, how do you move on from things that you're going through but it's out of your control, but it's really upsetting you? Like, some days I'm fine, and others I feel like I'm stuck in a rut with it. How do you move on if you're unhappy, but moving on you will also be unhappy because you'll lose your business? Okay. So, when it comes to wanting to be, when it comes to that feeling of being out of control, the only reason that you're linking that of it's really upsetting is because you've created a story. And what you're trying to do is you're just trying to protect yourself. That's what we do. So when things are out of our control, or we're in the unknown, or we don't know the next step, or we don't know what we're doing, or we haven't got it figured out, or we're questioning, It's because there's a disconnection with you. There's a disconnection with the feminine. That's what it always always is. You're too in your masculine, you're too in here. Here's a really quick example of being in your feminine and being in your masculine. Are you ready? So, when you're in your masculine, this is you in your masculine. Like, I need to be in control. I need to know what's happening. I need to know the next move. I need to know what I'm doing. I need all of the answers. It's upsetting. That's the story. You're in an energy of needing to be in control because you're in the frequency of fear. You're looking externally for the doing. That's the masculine. You're always in the doing. You're always in the mind. And then here's the feminine, how you drop in real quick. This is the feminine. The feminine just is. The feminine just allows. The feminine doesn't need the control. She doesn't. The feminine trusts. The feminine holds the frequency. She's in a heart space. She doesn't lead from her mind. She doesn't listen to her mind. She's connected to what's real, to what's truth. And she trusts. And before she trusts anything external, she trusts her. And when you have that level of trust in you, you always know that you'll be okay. Because it's a feeling of, I'll figure it out because I've got me. And when I've got me, I'm always okay. But the story of I need to be in control and it's upsetting. Some days I feel fine and others I feel like I'm stuck in a rut. That comes with self-abandonment, rejection, not listening to yourself, looking external for the answers, disconnected from you, not being in your heart space, not holding the faith, not trusting in what you can't see. That's the real journey. The real journey of the inner work is trusting what you cannot see. Holding the faith, walking in faith when you have no evidence at all in this 3D world that's telling you it's going to be okay, you know. It's all going to work out. Everything's going to go amazing. It's going to be better than you've planned. No one's telling you that. Not one person, not your friends, not your family, not your partner. Not anybody is going to tell you that. It's a knowing. The knowing comes from within because you trust in you. This is why, like, I say it and I'll preach it till the end. You've got to go all in on the inner work. Because when you do, you reach this level of confidence that you'll never ever experience. So, Leanne, your question is literally, I'm answering both questions at the same time here. So Leanne said, how do you move on if you're unhappy? But moving on, you will also be unhappy because you'll lose your business. Well, is that truth? I challenge you. Is that your truth? If you move on, you'll be unhappy because you'll lose your business. Who told you that? Whose voice is that? Where did you hear that from? Who's telling you that? What wound is that operating from? Because that's not truth, that's not fact, that's fear. You've made the story up. How do you know? How do you know that you're going to be unhappy because you'll lose your business? Let's talk about me for a second. Let's talk about me. That's all I talk about. But this is my story. When I received, so again, if you're new here, just over a year ago, I had a really successful training academy. I had a salon, a training academy. It was online, it was in person, multi-six-figure. I poured my heart and soul into building this business. I really need to keep my eye on the time. Oh, it's only 7:30. Oh my God, I love that for me. I'm normally like so behind. So, right, this is a good story now because those two questions, it's going to help. So I had this business, yeah, And as I started going on my journey of doing the inner work, and it really was, this is the truth, it really was when I started to very, very slowly come out of my masculine and started to just dip my toes in a little bit with the feminine, which I didn't do. This business was built up from my masculine. And then I started going on like a healing journey, went through a breakup which just broke me wide open. Like, that was a massive awakening for me, and I just went inwards on the inner work, and it led me to realising this business actually isn't me. It doesn't align with me, it doesn't make me happy, this isn't what my soul's calling in. It served its purpose, but I've actually outgrown it, and I'm not sure if you feel the same with this, Leanne. Obviously you've not given me much context there, but depending on why you're losing your business, I was out of alignment, and I was on a masterclass with some students, and that was the day that I received the message, and the message was just loud and clear whilst I was mid-masterclass, and it was, you need to leave this. This isn't you. This is the last time that you'll be doing this in this salon, in this training academy, with these students. And what happened to me was, I was working with a coach, and she didn't work, so she only worked Monday to Friday, and 5 p.m. was the cut-off time of a Friday, and this was a Friday when it happened, and I received the message, and I can take myself back there right now. I had a big gold, my name in gold letters on the wall, Catherine Amy Aesthetics, and I looked at the plaque and was like, that isn't me. That isn't who I am. And as I shut the shutters that day, when the masterclass is finished, I had to get myself together then and crack on with the masterclass for the girls. But when I was shutting my shutters, I knew the feeling inside of me that this is it for me. Like, I'm never going to come back in this salon and do this training academy and stuff. And the first thing that I wanted to do was reach out to my coach, because I didn't trust in the feeling. I questioned it. I didn't know if it was real. I was like, how can this be possible? I was in the how, and this is what I teach all the time. Like, don't worry about the how. The how is none of your business. The how is never our shit. That's God shit. Give that to God. God, you work out the how. I'm doing me. That's how it works. But I was all in my head, in the masculine, about the how. So I couldn't reach out to my coach, and I sat in my car in front of my salon and I sobbed. I just cried my eyes out, because I knew that was it for me. And I then had to sit with that by myself. And this was the point that changed everything for me, and that's why I teach what I was saying at the start about it's so important to listen to you and go within for the answers. And this is where that teaching came from, because my go-to was my coach. She was there on tap for me. And I used to ask her everything, and I trusted her more than I trusted me. And in this situation, I didn't have her to trust. I only had me, and that was the lesson. So that night I went home, I'd done a cacao ceremony, I had a few mushrooms, and I just asked that question, is it really it for me? Am I really leaving this business? Is this the right decision to make? And the answer was just so clear. And it was like, yeah, you're done, and you know that you're done, and your heart knows that you're done. So the next day, I then sat on the Saturday in my garden. It was the summer, dead hot day. And I emailed I was fully booked with students. And I emailed every single student and said, like, I'm so sorry, but your course is cancelled, and I need to refund you your deposits back. And I think there was 17 grand in deposits that I owed people. And I just sat and one by one, I just give them their money back. And then what happened was, listen to this. that was on the weekend. There's actually a video on my Instagram that I recorded that day, and I'm in my garden and I'm crying my eyes out on the video, and I'm saying, I've just refunded all of my students back and I've left my business and And then what happened was on the Monday, so I voice noted me coach on the Friday saying what had happened. And you might know her name's Katie Helliwell. She works with celebrities and stuff. She's called a psychic coach. So she works with your spirit team. That's how she works. So guess what happened? I've still got the voice note. I've kept the voice note. I've told this story on stage as well. She voice noted me on the Monday morning after I'd refunded everyone. I'd made the announcement on Instagram. I'd messaged me website designer who I paid monthly and said, like, this is the last month I'll be working with you. I don't need this website anymore. This isn't my business anymore. Messaged me accountant and said to close it. I'm done. Like, I was so serious. I didn't fuck about, and this is how I work. When I get the message to move, I move, and I'm very courageous with it, and it's never not worked out for me. And I get a voice note of Katie. And she said, I'm just tuning in, I'm listening to your voice note and I'm just tuning in. And the message is that it's not time. Spirit saying that it's not the right time. You don't need to walk away. You don't need to do this. Spirit saying, this is how she speaks to you. When you work with her, she talks like that. She's like, Spirit said this, Spirit said that. Do you know what I mean? And she said, Spirit saying to get some girls in to inject under your name, and you take a percentage from them girls, and they'll work under your brand, and they'll run the training academy for you, and you'll just make money off them, and you don't have to do anything. It's just a money making machine for you. I can feel it now in my tummy. I can feel the feeling. Because when I was listening, it makes me a little bit emotional, you know. But when I was listening to her, I could feel me inner child. And she was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to still have the salon. I don't still want to have the pressure. I don't want to be running a business that my heart isn't in. I want to just do what I want to do. I want to be free. And I want to help these women to heal. And I wanted to have fun with it, and I don't want to be tied down. And that was the feeling. I felt tied down and I couldn't breathe. And I also had to play this role, and it was very performative. And I had to look a certain way, and I had to dress a certain way. And it was all for Instagram, and I was constantly comparing myself to other girls, getting surgery, changing the way that I looked, getting all mad filling in my face. Like, always trying to look like her, and then I'd look like her, and I'm like, oh, but now I want to look like... I was never me. I couldn't be me. And that was the message. It's time to walk away, not from your business, from that world. It's not you. And that's why it feels so heavy. That's why it's draining you. That's why it's hurting your heart space. That's why your soul can't breathe. It was never about aesthetics. It was never about the training academy. That happened to get me and my son out of a very dark place. That's why that business happened, because I built the business, I made money, and I created a dream life for us, but then it was time to go. And it was only from the work that I've done with me, more so me and a child, that I was able to voice note Katie back, and I was like, no, I'm not in with that. I'm done. I've let it go. And then other things happen, because that's how it works. You'll get tested and challenged to ask the question, do you really want it? Are you really serious? Are you really a woman of your word? Or are you just a talker? Because things was happening then where I couldn't get out of the lease. I spent $3,000 on solicitor fees of someone taking over the salon and shabbed me off. Then the boiler, I had to spend I think it was $3,000 on the boiler. There was also, blew the engine up on my car, and it cost me $10,000 to get a new engine. I could have made that in a day in aesthetics if I put a course on. I had 3 beginner courses that would have made me the money. And I was like, is this a sign? Is this a sign that I'm not meant to leave aesthetics and I'm meant to go back into it? And all I kept doing in that part of my life was coming inwards. I stopped going out there to the coach, to the mentor, to everybody outside of myself. And I work one-to-one very, very closely with my clients, like to the point where I speak to them every day. I'm always checking in with them and know everything about their lives. When they ask me questions that I know that they need to access, I push them back to them. We do the work around them, going inwards, their connection to themselves. I never ever have a client who gets reliant on me for answers. I would never do what Katie done to me. But everyone works different. It's not about right or wrong. That's just ego. There's no right or wrong. But the way that I work is listen to you. Don't listen to me. I don't know you. I don't know your inner child. Listen to you, listen to your heart, and that can only be accessed with the feminine. It's the only way. The masculine, and when I talk about the masculine, that's the wounded masculine, but when you're in your head too much, you can never ever listen to the feminine. Doesn't get a look in because the masculine overrides it. So, right, so can I tell you what's happened here? I got a question from somebody. If you've asked the question, can you copy and paste it for me and re-ask the question, because I can only see 4 comments at a time, and I know loads of comments have been coming, but I haven't been able to see them all. I'll be able to see them when I stop the live. This is the annoying thing about Facebook. Wow, Catherine, that must have taken a lot of courage. Now I see why you share your message. I'm so proud of you. I have such the strongest goosebumps. Yeah, and it is why I share my message. I don't share from like a place of I'm this or I'm that. I'm like, I'm you. I get it. I know the feeling. I know the feeling of being lost and wanting somebody to just give me the answer. Like, tell me. My thing was this is how I've learned, truly, this is like really how I've learned to teach the way that I teach, is because I was the one who always put everybody on a pedestal. I was the one who would invest thousands of pounds in people and would think that you're better than me, you're above me. I'll listen to you over me because you've got the Instagram followers and you've gone to university and you've got all of the qualifications and all of the knowledge and blah 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 blah. So I don't trust me, but I'll trust you because I'm paying you good money. And then what would happen is I was aligning myself with mentors and coaches who would allow me to put them on these pedestals and make me feel into that they was the one who was doing the work, when really it was me doing the work. And then I created this story of, well, I couldn't do it without them. It's not the way. That's self-abandonment. You don't need anyone but you. And yet people will come on your journey and come onto your path. God will align them, like, no doubt in my mind, but only to guide you, and they need to guide you back to you. Not, I'm on a pedestal because I'm this or I'm that. Run. It's the biggest red flag for me. No one's better than anybody. We're all out here doing the work. We're just at different places in our lives. And it comes with a really depth of connection. Like, yeah, that's what it is, of being able to meet you where you're at, because I know that feeling. I know that feeling of just wanting to pay somebody any amount of money, or you reminds me of one of God's angel messengers. I fucking love that. Oh, hi Meg, my darling. I used to be like that, looking up to coaches. Now I only work with coaches who treat me like an equal. Well, I love that you're in my membership. That is like the biggest compliment ever. Have you got a new microphone? Because you sound amazing and clear tonight. I love that, Meg. I started off this live saying, what's the sound like? Yeah, I've just plugged my microphone in. Like, do you think I'm upgrading or what? No, I'm sick of doing lives and the sound quality being rubbish. So yeah, just plug my little Amazon mic in. Oh, okay. Right, where do I start? Like, where am I now? Oh, I've still got 15 minutes. I'll answer this question. Where do I start? Oh, let me just finish that. Sorry, I do this. So yeah, that was where I learned my lesson of not seeking outside of myself in the external and just seeing people as guides. But if you're not guiding me but back to me, I'm out. I'll just leave the membership. I'll fuck the contract off. I'll just stop working with the coach. I'll just stop making the payments or whatever the situation is. I'll even lose the money. I'm not bothered. If I feel like you're trying to lead me to you and you're trying to give me your answers, I can't work with you. My inner child won't allow it. That is what I feel is the definition of self-abandonment. Because nobody has those answers but you. You came here with the answers. And only you can access them, which is the magic in it. And that's why I say, like, inner child work is so important, because she will lead the way. She will lead you back to you, because that is the real you. Who you was as a child is the real you. Before all of the conditioning, all of the trauma, all of the life experiences, all of like what your mum told you was, what your dad wanted you to be, what your neighbours, your teachers, all of that, the real you lies underneath it all, and that is who you need to connect back to. And once you do, and the more that you do it, the answers just come. The answers are just there. They're just waiting for you to access. Right, where do I start with inner work? I'm struggling to throw myself into launching my business properly. What daily habits, routines can help get me started and stop getting in my own way? So this has been a big theme this week inside of my membership. So what I done was, in the main membership, I asked the girls who's up for a 28-day challenge the rest of Feb. And then I put them in a separate membership, so it's more open and we're communicating and blah, blah, blah. And this is what we're talking about, like literally, like Meg, Leanne, who else is in the group? All we've been talking about for the last 3 days is the importance of your daily habits and your routines. Do you know what, right? Anybody who's on this live and you see this in February, if we're not in February when you come across this, you can't join. But I'm gonna add you to the group, not to the membership. If you want to come inside the membership, you'll have to pay. But I will add you to the group where we're all figuring out morning routines and daily habits, and every day we're putting different content in there. It's actually been incredible so far. So anybody who wants to join that, yeah, just give me a message and I'm more than happy to add you to the group. But when it comes to, yeah, of course you can, darling. I will send you the link after this. I've just got a quick question right, when it comes to launching your business properly, I'm struggling to throw myself into. I wanted to ask you why. What comes up for you? Answer me that, and I'll tell you something. Answer me why you feel struggle to launching your business. No, you're not. You've got to be inside of my membership to be in the group. There's nobody in there who's not a paying member, so you won't be in that one. You might be in. Yeah, you won't be in that one. Hi, Ashley, my darling. But yeah, tell me that answer and I will answer it before I go and pick Keegan up. Because I just want to feel into something before I go off on a tangent. I just want a little bit of context. Yeah, I'll add you, Melissa. It's literally just an accountability group. Basically, I said to the girls, I've decided to do something in Feb. Every 7 days, I'm setting myself a new challenge. Every week's a different theme. So a self-love week, a money mindset week, a fitness and health week, a rest and receive, so being in the feminine week. They're the 4 things. And I was like, anybody up for it? I'm doing it. You can come and tag along. And then they did. And then, yeah, we just all show up in there and just share things. So like, maybe one of the girls have listened to a podcast that day and they're like, oh, I love this. Like, there's all sorts in there. Actually, there's a bit of everything. Meg shared this thing yesterday about, last night it was, about being able to manage your screen time better, which is just life-changing for a lot of people who's got no boundaries with the phones. I think I'm fearful that I won't succeed. ADHD and confidence, really, I think. And then how people view me, like, who do I think I am? I want to ask you that. Who do you think you are? Like, who do you think you are to be successful? Who do you think you are to change your life? Who do you think that you are to create whatever you desire? Who do you think you are to have visions and dreams and go after it? To be audacious? Like, who do you think you are? That is the question that you need to ask yourself. Because I think I'm fucking worth it. I think that I'm deserving of it. I think that whatever I want in this life, I can have. Whatever I believe to be true will be true. How I view myself will be how the world views me. I think that I love myself and my inner child too much not to go after it, not to succeed, not to go all in, not to chase my dreams and my desires and what I want from this life. I think too highly of myself not to show my son what it looks like to be brave and courageous as fuck. Not to show my son what it looks like to live a life on purpose, to be happy, to be fulfilled, to be the creator of my own destiny. I'm not a victim. Nobody can do this but me. I'm the only one. So what? I'm just going to stay here and do nothing and blame the world and blame the taxman and blame the bills and the cost of living and this, that, and just like live this life. But then what I'll do is I'll say to me son when he's 18, but you better go after it. You better chase your dreams. You better go all in. Make it happen. Live a good life. And then he's like, what? And what did you do with your life, Mum? You didn't go after it. You didn't chase your dreams. You haven't been a role model for me. No, I'm not doing that. That isn't available. And when it comes to that frequency, what you're feeling into of people watching you and people judging you, why do you care? The real fear there is you're judging you. You're criticising you. You're believing that you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough. So then you believe that other people will think that about you. It's the inner work. It's your connection to you. I had to stop caring. I had to stop giving a fuck. I had to step back from the noise. And I had to spend time with me and get to know me and take me out on dates. Be like, what's your favourite food? What do you like to do? What makes you laugh? What music do you like? Do you like dancing? Do you like playing? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What's your favourite colour? Do you even like doing that? Do you even like being around that person? Do you even want to be in that WhatsApp group chat? Do you even want that relationship? Is he making you happy? Do you even want to spend all this time with your family who you don't like being around? Like, what are you doing with your life? What's real? What's truth? What's connection to you? What do you want? Do you want from this life? This is your life. Stop living it for an Instagram platform. Stop living it for your family or your friends or what people are going to think on a social media platform. What do you think? What's your opinion of you? Do you like you? Because I love me. I love me too much not to do this. And that's the frequency that I tap into every single day. And when that little voice comes, and it does, like the more that, you know, there's different levels to it. It's all a video game. And every level that you get to, the more that you know, the more that you don't know. Because then you get to the next level and you're like, I don't know anything on this level. But then you do, and you get to know things and you learn things and you grow and you evolve. But then you go to the next level. And when the voice creeps in and like, it feels a bit big, this. Feels a bit vulnerable. And then the visibility wound comes. You're like, I don't know whether I can do it. I don't know whether I'm enough. I don't know whether this is me. Wouldn't be in your heart space if it wasn't meant for you. Is it in your heart? Is this business that you want to go after, is it in your heart or is it your ego? Is it for validation? Is it for money? Is it for people on a social media platform? Is it to go viral on TikTok? Because they're the reasons that you're going to constantly be in this attachment, and these wounds are just going to consistently play out. And where we seek validation outside of ourselves, we can never truly connect, because we'll just keep knocking ourselves back. Like imagine if I could only show up on Jesus Christ, you get me every time. Best decision ever, joining the membership group. I'm sitting here listening to you, Queen, curling my hair with beautiful, soft, feminine music on in the background. I love this. We've been working on the feminine this week. Whereas I would have been doom scrolling now or watching TV instead. I'm loving myself and totally feeling my feminine. I love that for you, Vicky. I'm learning so much from you already, Catherine. I reacted to her comment the way I knew you would. You're so worthy. I love that. But yeah, I don't know what I was saying then, where I was going with that little end bit. But it really is. I was going on about the external. Imagine if I'd done these lives. Imagine if I'd done anything. Imagine if I'd done my podcasts. Imagine if I'd done my YouTube videos. Imagine if I showed up on Instagram, like seeking validation, constantly wanting like there to be hundreds of people on these lives. That's I'm not good enough. The reason why I just can get my phone out and go live or do what I do, or there's no attachment. I'm just in my joy. This is just what I do. I didn't show up to this live with like, we're going to talk about this today and we're going to go into this and we're going to go into that. Like, no, fuck that. It's that perfection wound. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be real. You have to meet yourself where you're at right now. And you have to show her. You have to show her. You can't hide it and then try and show up, because people will feel that. There'll be a disconnection, like this doesn't feel right. I don't feel like she's been herself. And you'll be riddled with fear and anxiety because you're not being yourself. It's like a feeling of, right, when I was in, what time are we on? 8 o'clock. Let me tell you this dead quick, and I'm going to have to love you and leave you, but can't wait for next Wednesday. Right, when I was in aesthetics, right, I played all these characters and all these roles, and I was this and I was that, and I never knew who I was. I was just moulding myself into anything that you needed me to be. I was the same in relationships. I'd be whatever you wanted me to be. And what would happen is, when people wouldn't like me or wouldn't connect to me, or there was a disconnection, I would get so offended. The reason why I got offended is because I'd be like, what do you mean? Like, I've tried so hard to be liked by you and it's still not good enough. But I've been who you wanted me to be. I've moulded myself into what you wanted. I've made this character especially for you, and it's still not good enough and you still don't like it. So I take that to heart. Then what happened was, when I show up just like this, just how I am right now, and people don't resonate with me and they don't like me and they don't vibe with me, my mindset and my frequency and my energy and from my heart space, I'm just like, well, there's nothing that I can do. I can't do anything about that, because this is just me. This is just who I am. And if you don't like that, there's nothing I can do. That's your shit. You take that. You take that and run with it. Like I can't take offense, because there's nothing that I can do about it if you don't like me. Whereas when I'm not being who I am, then I take offense because I'm trying to be liked then. And that's the thing when it comes to launching your business or launching anything, whether it's online, on your website, a product, whatever it is, a new course, anything at all, it's got to come with the detachment of not needing validation for it. It's got to come from a place of, I validate me. I love me. I feel worthy. I feel enough. I don't care what you think about me. Respectfully. Because you don't change my opinion on how I think about me, how I feel about me. And then what happens is people feel that from you. And people like that about you. And people don't like that about you. And that's also good, because with being authentic, and it comes with not being for everyone. It comes with not being a match to everyone, and that's how you know that you're being real. Whereas it's a red flag for me when you're liked by everyone. It's a red flag for me when you've got loads of friends and you're in every group. Why are you so likeable? With that comes the people pleaser energy, the chameleon, the characters, the roles, the masks. How do I know? Because I've been there, I've done it all my life. It's all I've ever known, until I started to really dig deep into this work, and I was like, yeah, fuck that, I'm not living that life anymore. It's draining, it's tiring, it's exhausting. I wouldn't go back to it for any amount of money. It's something I believe in and have in my daily life personally, and feel it could help so many people. It is what I want to do, and it excites me. Then it's go time. Because God never put that on your heart space for you to sit here and go, oh, but what if no one likes it? What if people judge me? What if it doesn't work? What if I fail? What if nobody buys into me? What if I do an Instagram live and nobody shows up? What if I start a YouTube channel and nobody even subscribes? What if I pour my heart and soul into this business because it is my heart and soul and I love it and it's feeding me, it's lighting me up and my inner child loves it? What if I put that out there and it doesn't work? Then you've just loved and enjoyed and had fun and followed your heart space and connected with your inner child and put something out there that you love to do. It's a win-win. Don't do it for them, do it for you. Do it for your inner child. That's the fastest way to magnetize it to you, whatever it is. I don't do anything that I don't want to do. I don't do anything that feels out of alignment. I'm really big on not working with people. That's my thing. Like when people ask me to work with them, I'm really big on the word no. Like it's not in alignment with me. I feel what's happening here for you is you're massively outsourcing your energy and you're just forgetting who you are. That's the message. She's forgot who she is. She's forgot who she is. That's what's coming through. You forgot who you are. Because maybe you're looking at them, and maybe you're comparing yourself to them, and maybe you're questioning about that, and then maybe that wound's coming in, and then maybe when you was a little girl, you had to perform or you had to earn validation from your parents, you had to earn love. Whatever the wound's playing out, you forgot who you are. So you're being asked to come back in. Don't go that way. You're going the wrong way. Come this way. It's back this way. Your inner child's like, come over here with me. I'll show you the way. That's all that you need. That's your business strategy. You're saying that you do something that you believe in and you have in your daily life personally, and you feel it could help so many people. There's nothing to question. It's all you need. It's not about if it will work out. It's about what are you willing to do to align yourself with your people you needed. That idea, that creation is needed. And it was sent to you because it belongs to you. It doesn't belong to me. It doesn't belong to her or her or her. It's yours, and that's why it was sent to you. But here's what happens when we don't move, and this is the action piece. When we get those ideas and those inspirations and that feeling of, oh, I really want to do this. Oh my God, it's so exciting. I really want to do this. Like, oh my God, I can't wait. We have to move. We have to take the inspired action before that voice comes in and says, but how? How are you going to? Oh, I need to leave. That voice will come in and it's up to you to challenge the voice. That voice isn't mine. not available to that voice. And it's just you protecting you. That's all that the voice is. But then it comes down to how much do you want it? How much do you believe in it? How much do you believe in you? How much do you believe in your message? Let your message be your message. Let your message do the talking for you. You don't need to perform. There's nothing to prove. Your message is enough. And if the message comes from a place deep within you and you're fully behind it, then it'll be the best decision you've ever made. What happens when businesses fail or they don't work out? There's a misalignment of messaging. There's a misalignment of ego and soul. Sometimes we can get too caught up in the ego and we forget to listen to the soul. So just stay in your heart. I need to do inner child work for sure. Yeah, we all do. Inner child work is where it's at. So girls, I'm going to go because I'm going to have to go and pick my son up from football. But what I am going to do, I'm going to leave the link to my monthly membership inside of the comments. You're more than welcome to come and get involved. If you want to be added to the WhatsApp group chat, the free one that I talked about for the rest of February, message me directly and I'll send you the link. And other than that, I'll be back on Wednesday for another Wisdom Wednesday, which I'm just excited about these little Wednesdays now. But yeah, thank you so much for tonight, Queen. Appreciate you as always. P.S. Your skin is looking fire. I love that. Do you know what? I think it's so shiny because I'm dead hot. I don't even think like it's a natural glow here. I think it's sweat. But anyway, I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. And I'm sure that I'll speak to you all again real soon. Good night. God bless, my loves.